I mean, we kind of know how Jet works on this map, right? A lot of people are saying Jet is just super powerful on ICEBOX. To use that operator, get a kill, then immediately dash away. It's just crazy the value you can get out of it. But we're hopping into the pistol round, Gus. We're kicking things off. The rematch finds itself here on ICEBOX.
I never thought it would be Sully given the hype this time. Yes, folks! Map number 1 between Sentinels and Soniqs, your world champions, facing off against Oceania's finest. And it's already a slower takeover towards that A site, but they make it go fast. Dizzy already in the back of sight. It's an immediate Sage Wall too. They have full control and no kills whatsoever going back and forth.
Now, there's so much util dumped down here from Soniqs just to obscure the vision, but as soon as that poison orb goes down, Shazam has presented a golden opportunity.
Shazam already around the corner. He headshots the wrong person, but still getting some decent damage. It's Crunchy right in the mid side at just about 22 HP. He's trying to play out a little bit more time, potentially delay for Dizzy, but Dizzy still in the back of sight, gonna be able to get one, traded back immediately. Ian coming up from behind over at mid, and there you go. Ian might have just iced this whole thing out. Shazam has to go so huge, but he gets a big one onto Ian first, dashes right into the face of Bob, but Bob gets that right click, and that's the first round going back to good old Oceania.
To give Soniqs a pretty good anchor point, at least in the middle of that site, and they pick up that first round of result. Now, in this round, Sentinels, it's going to be a lighter buy here. We can see and expect a couple of sheriffs, maybe find a little bit of value from these two duels on the A site. Who knows?
Yeah, Shazam going for an early peek. At least in terms of the play-by-play, it's Soniqs. Still maintaining an option all the way in the back of B main. And I like this play, Sully. They show face for a quick second, and they're already out of there.
Right, and if you are Sentinels, having that kind of minimal contact, you're going to want to rotate, right? The core fundamentals of any eco round, or at least when you have only pistols and definitely the lesser guns, is kind of work together, right? Maybe you can overwhelm them with numbers, crossfires might catch them off guard, and especially with the sheriffs in the hands of Tens and Shazam, especially on that A site, can be very scary. Ian causing a little bit of disruption on the B site. I think the cunning and noise definitely sold a double fake for Sentinels, and Soniqs are going to have an open A site here.
Yeah, open A site, and that's all Soniqs were trying to do. Very light util to even approach over onto the A site, and again, no harm, no foul whatsoever if Soniqs overextended a little bit over on the B site. All is too fine, but let's see what the retake is like. Ten's already starting off with a big headshot, keeps himself at a headshot angle, trying to get himself another kill, but ends up going down anyways. That's going to be Crunchy getting the kill. Plix taking one back onto Shazam, currently at that 3v3. At the same time, too, we had another kill going back from Sentinels. Ian over in the back line, watching out, takes a dapper big one from Sick, but Plix taking down Zombies at the exact same time is going to leave the Sage down on her lonesome in a 1v2. Could definitely get a whole lot of damage economically, trying to get a little bit cheeky with it on the ropes with nothing but a deke, but Sick has a little bit better of an angle too. Try to find a headshot here. Again, would be so huge, but everyone's just going to run away. So a little bit more stressful of a situation purely because Sick was in the middle of that site, but Soniqs,
as you can see, 2 sheriffs rebot back, and then one Spectre for Bob. So they're going to try to minimize the damage here, see what they can ice out as Sentinels on their full buy, see what early on they can find. Recon Bolt's going to spot at 10, so it kind of nullifies his push just a little bit, but still, he can re-aggress 1 kill, and all he can do is just dismiss and get out of dodge.
Get the hell out of dodge. That's really all he can do, but still in these types of scenarios for Soniqs, we're seeing more and more one-off type peaks, just like this one. It's going to be Shazam taking down Ian just as around the corner. One of his teammates was baiting out pressure. Zoms with another run right back at the exact same time. Here comes Crunchy, actually in the back of A site. Tagging on a big one onto Dapper. Bob is right next to him, and all of a sudden this round is turned on its head. A revive 10 swinging in at the exact same time, and Sentinels, as the dust subsides, it's all gone against them. It's a 1v2 for Zoms. And, well, not much hope. That's if Soniqs doesn't walk right into his crosshair. Oh, Zoms. That could have been it, couldn't it? But Plix stays alive. 3-0.
Wow, space and went out those fights. It puts Sentinels again back on another eco round to trying to maintain their economy. And Soniqs, a heavy pressure towards his A side. But that's the flip side. The Sheriffs work just as well in the hands of Sentinels.
Yeah, what a great stack from Sentinels. Again, it's trying to maximize damage. It's trying to maximize the million paper cuts to kill ratio. AKA, you put those pistols all looking at one singular angle, someone is bound to die. So Sentinels utilizing that mentality pretty well, but Let's see how they can react over towards this B site. There has been a Viper wall laid out here on B every single round thus far.
Oh my goodness!
But Sentinels, they haven't been onto it! Shazam! Coming in for the skies, taking one away from way far away. And currently a man advantage for Sentinels and no spike plant yet.
But there's so much delay created here by Zoms. He's dropped out so much utility, and it's for Soniqs to make a decision. Do we commit to this plant? And unfortunately, the time brought off. That clock gave a slight opportunity for Shazam to take that double updraft and find those 2 kills. And now Sentinels, they're reading into it perfectly. They've already committed to the rotations. They've got a man advantage, and Tens is already on the scene.
It's more or less a commitment. Tens is still walking around. Still trying to find a better angle, or really just any information period. One person in the middle of sight, it's Crunchy. Having to escape through the cloud burst, but no way! Dapper! That was another one! Dapper is missing out on these shoulder peaks consistently, and Crunchy is finally gonna get the kill. Oh, that one's just a little bit off.
Detrimental it is to peek through first a Viper wall and then possibly get shot by an operator. So Tens, he's going to take this forward position. He jumps on the pipes here, gets a very, very good angle. He can get a kill, dismiss, support his teammate in the back sight. But he's got so many players approaching. Dapper really is in the best angle to help out Tens. With the Owl Drone spotting Tens out, he's in a dangerous spot.
Super dangerous spot, but it's so volatile. Could have easily gone a kill and dismissed, but that's the thing, Sully. He was missing that first step. He was missing the kill. He goes down. Now Soniqs have a route over towards that backside. It's going to be Dizzy once again, trying to clear back elbow, but it's going to be Dapper before that wall goes up, getting the kill. Sick is going to be able to get a kill onto Bob. That Viper's pit goes up at the exact same time. Soniqs with a little bit of defense here, but their players are still going down on the perimeter. Ian in the very middle. Has to play around, has to be sneaky. Zoms. And on top of it, Sentinels slowly sneaking right into the cloud. Ian still has full control. Plex on that back line. Ian gets revealed. Has to run away. Pulls at the sidearm. Can't get a kill at all. Instead of Sick getting it. Plex destroy the wall at a perfect time. The satchel goes out and the showstopper hits.
Goodness!
Oh my word, Plex! A 1v2 to push Soniqs.
And out the clutch. 5-0 start for Soniqs. It is looking really, really good. And once more, Sentinels are on a detrimental buy.
Sully, I don't know if that is anti-stratting or that is just covering all of your options, because that position again and that idea with the satchel, you got to be thinking 500 steps ahead your opponents to even get that done. But Sully looking over towards this round, it's way faster. It's a quick plant, and also a couple of kills at the exact same time. Dizzy getting another one back onto Shazam as that Marshall is already ringing out. Ian trying to come up from behind with a kill onto Zoms, but instead it's the Viper going on Viper. Zoms getting the kill with a trade back from Plix. 3v2.
Revive available here for Sentinels, and Tens has got full HP, the overheal, and a Vandal. Spike in a very tricky position. They know where Plix is. At least a tag on the Tens as well. It doesn't look like it's the most winnable position. The crossbar is being held. Dizzy's got a really good angle as well. 2 players watching it, and as the wall gets instantly broken, yep, nothing here Sick can really do. Maybe try and take a gun out of the hands of Soniqs, but even then, it's not going to be doing too much. 6-0 Soniqs storming their way to
immaculate for Soniqs the last time they played against Sentinels. It's already happening. It's already a perfect score, but this round has to be a little bit better, Sully. The rifle's back in the hands of Sentinels, and early on, this Viper wall play is a little bit cheeky. They put up a Viper's pit and a Viper wall at the exact same spot. Yellow box is the only spot where these attackers can go.
Yeah, I don't know if Sentinels are trying to reroute the players to the A site, but it looks like Soniqs are still sticking around a little bit. Shazam's gotten investigative with his operator. Tens is right behind to help hold belt. And at the moment, it's Soniqs who have just cut noise. The instant idea is that, okay, we've used the Viper's pit. There should be no way that by us dumping utility on the B site, that Soniqs should still be committing. But that's not the case. Soniqs are just sitting around and waiting. It's up to Ian, who's on a pretty late lurk, to maybe try and find something in the kitchen, or at least get an opening, because all the info Shazam's got is allowing Tens to lean back to the B site, and alongside Dapper, the info revealed that Ian's down mid. Soniqs they've basically revealed their entire hand at this point in time, and it's up to Sentinels to see if they can stop them.
Yeah, this is big too. They can play around that that Viper's pit perimeter. Yeah. And yeah, they can sneak back all the way back into spawn if they want to, Sully.
Yeah, Zoms, he's in.
Oh my god, they're totally doing it.
Oh my god, yeah. All the way around.
Soniqs is
and now they might encounter someone.
Well, and they're planning towards spawn.
Spike planted.
Oh, this is such a good counteraction. they've got completely against it. But Sully, this is one of the worst spots for you to play it, period. 2 players already rotating towards the back of spawn. And Soniqs now, they have to face on a 2-on-5 at the exact same time. Clicks getting a kill back onto Dapper, but he drops right into the cold hands of Sick. Yeah, okay, funny idea, but certainly not going to be a dub. Great idea with the Sage Wall, though.
Yeah, that was my main concern, is that Yellow to try and force Dapper, or apologies, Zoms out of position. Zoms has been really good with his util so far, right? Causing so much delay, and now he's going to throw that wall up. But what can he do here? Is already 4 players, space made by Dizzy, and Zoms has got to try and hold it back, at least to allow rotations to come into the site.
Exactly right. He's just putting on those slow orbs again. Potentially give some better positionings for his teammates a little bit more time to do so. I do like those shock dart lineups, and indeed they're going to land right in the middle of defaults, so delaying even more time. And still they're going into the back of site again, Sully. Soniqs are just bombarding at least every single corner and crevice that this site has to offer, and they're going for the same back site plant. Okay, sure. This time it's a little bit crossed up too. A couple players over towards yellow box, and 2 players from Sentinels are trapped in the very middle. And Shazam takes down Ian, as Ian was starting to get a little bit cheeky, trying to go for a flank over in the mid side. But Sentinels, they're taking this close for a reason, Sully. This is so hard to navigate.
At this point, it feels almost impossible, right? You've got 2 different angles to clear, and there's so many more possible. Yep, there's that crossfire. And while Shazam's able to get a couple of exits here, it's not going to be enough. It'll all be in vain. 7-1 Soniqs. Such a quick take, right? The idea is, instead of allowing Tens and Dapper to make that rotation, which they did in the last round,
I don't know, Sully. Are we just seeing a little bit of secret sauce here from Soniqs? Because I'm personally getting a little bit confused watching these plays. But hey, let's get back into it. Oh my gosh,
goodness!
Shazam coming out of nowhere, getting himself 2. All right. So now Soniqs, this is quite the way for them to get up against the ropes. It's gonna be a couple of pushes. The Hunter's Fury coming out at the exact same time. Crunchy pushing back. This could have been a man advantage here, Sully. But Sentinels have thrown her away with that last kill.
Toxins going up.
now it's up to Zoms here on the B side. Rotation's coming in quick, but he catches Ian. You don't expect Zoms in that position. After all the contact made on A, I think Ian was assuming that Zoms had made a rotation, but not at all. Flicks gives away the information. He still has a showstopper to play off of, so not all done just yet. Noise has been made. Zoms again with a 3-second kill. Can Crunchy really pull this out? 1 versus 3. He knows at least the location of 2, but it's such a tricky site to navigate because there's only one plant spot you can really go for, and there's only so many locations you can fall back to. And up against 3, you've got to hit your shots here, my man.
Yeah, he's got to hit the shots, and he's taking damage too. He does utilize that heal a little bit early, and he gets a kill right through the Viper wall. Watch out around the corner is Tens. And Tens ice is
Dizzy is going to pull out the operator this time around as a full focus towards this A side. Dapper's going to get a little bit of early information off the recon bolts. At least reveal where Plix is, and you know he is the main duelist to entry. So now they should be kind of feeling it out. Tens is pushed down B main. The A site should be essentially telegraphed at this point.
Yeah, should pretty much be. I do like that counter. Sage Wall, and what is going on there with Dapper? Puts himself in the middle of view. Looking at another angle, but he gets taken down from heaven. Soniqs now, without even making a step into the A site, Sully has 2 kills. Sentinels are now forced to put
they're going back.
their last few bodies, and now they're going right into the crosshair. Tens, oh man. We were expecting Tens to do something there. He gets a singular kill, but this is good for Sentinels. This is a little bit of a moment for them to breathe. And not only that, but they get that revive off. It's a 1-man advantage for Soniqs going into the B site.
So Shazam is already here. The wall's going to go up. Sage Wall should go down here as well. The spike plan essentially free, but Shazam putting so much pressure. Crunchy still wants to stick it. He goes down in a 3 versus 3. Another from the backside of Sick, and now it's just down to 2. And both of these players are stuck towards B main. How do they work their way out? There's double blast back and a showstopper for Plix to create space. And other than that, it is tricky. And Shazam again going dangerous. Finds another kill, and now Bob, nothing she can really do. It's a 3rd round for Sentinels and a perfect play.
Ended a break moment.
Standing ahead.
Oh, Shazam. So close, and he's got Tens right behind him. This is a combo. Gets a kill and dismisses. That's what we've been waiting for. Classic Tens on the Reyna. and he's gonna net at least 2 kills. He could have gone for maybe a little bit extra, but heal comes into play in 10. Oh man, he's still going for it. He's got a third already. 10. Don't do it to him.
No
Did
way.
he find 4? That's awkward. That is really awkward. 6 gonna get it nonetheless. And well, Sentinels taking the fight again to Soniqs. Huge play from 10. Like, the team is really focused on getting orbs. It's kind of just gonna clash of util dump.
Yeah.
Soniqs, they're going back to the B site. A little bit different of a wall from their snowman push setup. Oh, 10. He's gonna get punished because of that one. Thankfully, there's a trade back from Shazam as he goes hunting for a little bit extra. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out. Does he expect him? No, he's not even looking at that angle. Shazam going to get punished here so easily, and yes, he does. That's cracked open the A site. You know, both of the duelists are down, so retake potential just became so much harder for Sentinels. And going into this A site, Dizzy's not even going to look. Dapper's going to get a free pick, and it's back to a 3-on-3.
Yeah, of course you would never expect someone to already be an elbow in that position, so is what it is. Dapper gets the kill, and Sig, no way! Sig doesn't get the second free one! Instead, Bob goes away scot-free and is able to heal up too. Plex is still here in the middle of the site, but Plex gets caught with his pants down. What is going on with all these Sonics players and all their pants are down? Sentinels now have 3 players remaining, trying to fight back the 2-man yellow box swing.
Oh my goodness!
From Crunchy! Crunchy going big and getting 2! Sick and Zoms go down in a heap, and now off the revive, the Raze is back, and more importantly, the showstopper is here to stop the half. Sully, it's Dapper now in a 1v2. The plant should be able to go down.
It is so winnable. Oh, that's a little bit awkward. Plex, not gonna be able to find anything. Dapper's a little bit afraid. I love the use of that showstopper. It's to ensure that Dapper doesn't try an early swing. He doesn't take the peek. He knows one's back towards yellow, but the other is unknown.
Yeah, I do like that idea. Potentially too wasteful just for a Q, you know, but let's see what happens. Dapper trying to go for at least one shock dart back over towards the yellow box, knows that Plex is in the back, knows that the other person is in main, so has at least isolated a couple of 1v1s here, can make sure that at least none of these players swing. Plex staying safe. Crunchy showing face a little bit more. Plex playing a ring around the rosy. Dapper approaching up from behind. He gets Plex. Still 1 more remaining. Crunchy, run for the hills, my friend. You gotta play around this, and Dapper has no time whatsoever. It's a perfect clutch for Crunchy. He pulled.
There it goes. Early snake bite to delay, and Ion's gonna get some information. They see the Sova, and that should be a strong tell that this might lean towards the B side at least.
Sully, Sonics have an 85% win rate on this map, and don't really think that 85% is gonna lean into the 15. Sonics is looking really, really good at the moment, and ICEBOX just might be the one breakaway for them. Let's see how that's set up, though. I do like this counteractive util from Ion, but it's gonna take a whole lot more for sure once those toxins actually go down. Great timing from Sentinels. They pull up the Viper wall right at the exact same time. They can make their way right into the middle of yellow. Scot-free here, Sully.
Yeah, and Ion immediately backing away. You know this has to be a retake. On a pistol round like this, you need that Viper wall to go down to try and commence the retake. Bob struggling just a little bit for the kill, but she's still going to get it nonetheless. In a 5v4, Dapper's around this corner where he can swing off his teammates.
Okay, Plex going a little bit deep, trying to take down Dapper. It was mainly Dapper going for a little bit more of a wide swing than usual. This orb is covering up to these players from Sentinels, and it just makes this post play a whole lot harder. Sonics, they combine their efforts, 3-man swing over into the back of yellow box, and that's going to be yet another very, very important round, Sully. That is the pistol round going back to Sonics.
It's a huge start because now you find 9. You know you're going to be on the stronger bio against Sentinels coming up, so there's a good chance. They are taking no chances at losing this round.
Are there really any chances to take? Along this line, Sentinels can surely wring you dry, even in an eco round like this, even in a pistol round like this. But yes, we're playing tic-tac-toe with the Viper walls once again, right into the middle of sight. And I like that cheeky angle from Daisy, but even better from Tens. A wide swing and getting a fat headshot in. Oh my! Blix goes down in a heap. It's a 3-on-3. Crunchy coming up from behind at a really good time, but could certainly help out his team just a little bit in terms of heals. Let's see if he runs into anyone, though. There's 2 players into the back of sight. Bob's going to be able to reveal one, and Crunchy ends up getting the kill back. And Zoms at the exact same time sitting in the middle of short elbow. Well, that's the round.
Like, maybe not. Nope, just a classic there for Dizzy. All right, then. Still, Sentinels, they'll have their full buy back, and they approach at least early on this B site, and you can see the rotations. Soniqs are making the read. They hear that Sova Owl Drone, and they know that the focus, or at least the majority of players, will be towards this B side.
Yeah, no, Owl Drone is a really, really big commitment to actually go for, so it'll be quite the rarity if you see an Owl Drone go around, and it is a little bit more of a fake. Potentially so. Soniqs have kind of been a little bit more taken aback by some of these takes, but look at this over towards mid. It's Crunchy closing up on space, and Dapper was there to cut him off. So all right, so the tell for a B take has been broken down, Sully. So instead it's Shazam arcing now that A site, going right around it, making sure that nobody can expect, and still getting himself a second, making a third. No, Plix getting the kill, but only 45 HP left in a 1v4. No chance. Sully, what a setup. Even having that lurk in that position.
One of their own.
This could surely break the back of Soniqs.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my word. Yeah, oh my word. It's not only breaking their backs, it's breaking their heads. Sully, what a headshot from Shazam. What a dash. And now this B side is wide open. There's only one person here. Wow.
It's just broken this entire B defense, and Ian's like, what do I even do? Trying to retake a little bit of ground. You've lost completely towards alt mid. And Dapper is still towards B main, but Plix is good for at least the first hunt to 10s. That'll at least break up a little bit of the defense, but you still have to worry about Shazam. He is in such a good angle to cut down the play from mid side. And Ian, he's got to get really good timing here as the wall starts to come down.
It's not just Ian that needs to get good coverage. It's Crunchy. Crunchy, unbelievably so. Waltzing right into the back lane. And Dizzy now coming in at a perfect time. Gonna be able to get one. Dapper now still with that shock dart. Going right up to the smoke. From long range. Gonna be able to get one. Still. The defuse coming in from Dizzy. Still has a Hunter's Fury. And the amount of delay from Dapper does it. Sentinels sneaks away around from Soniqs.
And he was the player that came back from B main. He knew that as soon as Soniqs took that space into
his teammates either, just delaying time as much as possible in the middle of sight, but Soniqs doing a great job of just navigating that defense. Made it all possible. But slowly yet another round, and it's Sentinels with a fast takeover towards that B site. Soniqs has been left out in the dirt with a couple of pistols, and this one is not looking all too good for him.
Oh, and Ian's trying to use that little captain double swing as well, reinforced by Bob. She's going to support Ian for that first kill. Heal can go in, and keep in mind, Gus, there is a showstopper in play. Plix can take up so much space and even maybe find a kill in this 4 versus 5, but the revive for Sentinels, it's going to be really big if Sick can play the buddy system with one of his teammates.
To really make this worth it, they need to get some information. They need to know who is where, and oh my, again. Plix went into the showstopper, completely dry Sully, and he gets punished for it. Taken away from midair, and now it's only one person remaining for Soniqs after Crunchy and Dizzy go down. It's Shazam with a 2K taking down Ian. 10-7. So Sentinels, yeah, no, that's kind of what we expect.
You said they'll be back on their full buy. They're looking a little bit more aggressive towards B main. I think they want to try and early challenge this, and Shazam doing the exact same dash, routing their way back. It's the exact same plan where Dapper had that 1v1 clutch off the showstopper, off the Hunter's Fury. They're doing it once more here, but they're a little more prepared here, Soniqs.
Yeah, no, absolutely. A couple more bodies here, a little bit more Util, and there you go! No way! Sully, you mentioned it, they were way more prepared. The ultimate could have definitely stopped things, but they're still fighting back. Still gonna be 2 kills going back and forth. Sick going all the way back to try to get that revive. And man, oh man.
Boost.
Crunchy, yeah, no, there you go. There goes that boost. And wow. I keep saying wow because I'm shook, Sully. Yet another play where that Sage Roll goes up, and it's another fake. This is great from Sentinels, but okay, Sonic's still able to get off a couple. Crunchy reviving Ian at the exact same time. So Sentinels, with their risky mission, ends up losing out 2 players at the exact same time.
And I don't even know if you can get the spike down here. Bob is going to cause a delay. Snakebite goes in as well to at least give Zoms a little more room to work with, but this Viper wall, you don't know what waits on the other side, so it has to go down before you make that approach, and those seconds, valuable seconds, give time for Soniqs to make rotations, and well, they will get it down. They've got no post-plant util to back on. It's all up to their aim, and Dapper, not going to be enough. Zoms in the 1v3 has activated the Viper spin, but everyone is spamming him down. He's still going to be able to find one, but Dizzy coming out from screens is going to ice things out. 7-11, Soniqs, a huge round to pick up to break the back of Sentinels here.
If we're being completely honest, if there's ever an ulti that can allow you to pull off a 1v...
that Soniqs have gone through, it's been 2 to 3 months since these two teams last played, and Soniqs They've been through it, man. They've played so many tier 2 events, and it's all showing up. People have been saying that the tier 2 seed is catching up, but that's
This
evident
entire
just from
tournament,
yesterday,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's more so here now than ever. And Soniqs, if they can get the 12th year, they break Sentinels' economy.
Ooh.
They can maybe find a win. Dizzy playing super up close, has a dash to get out if he's able to find 1 kill.
Dizzy could have totally just gotten a kill there. There was a slower going right
that
towards
wall.
him, but he wants to stay cheeky. He wants to stay back. Good wall over towards that short side.
Oh,
and
no.
Dizzy! No, the crossfire works. Shazam and Ten's looking at the exact same spot. Shazam actually got a flick off of that. So gonna be Plix trying to get a kill, but it's actually the nade getting a kill in the back of the wall. Sonic still in the man advantage. Dapper looking towards the back. 3v3. And the spike still cannot go down.
Oh my
Blix!
goodness!
Such a good time for that swing. At the exact same time, it's Crunchy too. Dapper in a 1v3 has a Hunter's Fury, but it's so hard as now Sonics are going to the buddy system. 2 players sticking right next to each other, arm in arm, are gonna take this team.
Soniqs, util dump at its finest, and they are on mat point.
And not a lot of space to go through, too. I love the util going back from Sonics, just stopping Sentinels in the middle of their tracks. Now, it's going to be Sentinels trying to make their path a little bit easier. This Hunter's Fury could be able to ping a couple, but was only able to get 1. Good counter Sage Wall early on from Crunchy, but it's
no.
immediately blasted back. There goes a big nade, getting big damage. But Plix still looking over towards that back line. No spike has gone down just yet. Shazam sitting in the middle of tube. There's 3 players over towards mid. That could be his next target. Shazam wants to go in, but Pop peeks in at a good time. The timing for Shazam doesn't work. Plix going in. 2-man advantage now for Sonics. Sentinels, they are going down bit by bit. 1 more player remaining, and it's Somso in a 1v4, and the showstopper stops it all. Map number 1 goes to Australia. It goes to Oceania. Sonics